Silver is everything anyone is talking about right now, and I'm here to answer the question, is it a good investment? Is it a good deal? That's the question that I want to answer within this video. Again, I really hope that you learned something new. My big focus here is not to try to convince you to think something, but to inform you how I've come to my conclusion of why I have my opinion. And if you feel like I did a good job, again, that is my main focus here with this channel, is just to inform beginners in understanding not just all of the good, but also some of the risk that comes with investing in these series of different markets. I really hope that I earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the big question that everyone's talking about is silver. Silver's nearly trading at $79, almost $80 per ounce. Silver's trading at all-time highs. It's up over 160%, I want to say, in 2025 alone. So if we look at where we started 2025 to where we are right now, it's 160%, almost 170% from where we opened at. So I could see why this is a big focus for a lot of people. But again, I want you to understand the difference on why there's such a comparison between gold and silver. When people try to convince you of the value and the demand, to me, that's a huge red flag. Silver is incredibly valuable as an industrial, as that is what a majority of its use comes from. It's a very different metal from gold. So don't ever be encouraged to think that they are the same. This is a survey done back in 2021. So the actual industrial use is actually over 60% to my understanding. And what that means is they actually use silver for a very common use is solar panels. As Elon Musk has recently said, demand has recently increased for these solar panels, obviously because of that increase of demand, increase of its use, therefore increase of its price. It all makes sense. The second big focus for silver in 2025 going into 2026 has been ETF-based uses. So a lot of these different ETF companies that allow you to invest in silver by not actually owning it physically, but in the ETF form. A lot of these ETFs have to store and buy silver themselves. So therefore, again, buying more silver to create your own ETF, and as more demand continues to increase, the demand or price continues to increase for silver. I think that's all great, but when you look at it, 17% is jewelry, 4.2% is silverware, and then physical investment 24.5%, 2.8% is photography. But as again, even back in 2021, it's 50, now closer to 60% of it was actually industrial. The use of gold, I wanted you to understand the distinct difference. The distinct difference is that industrial, electrical, whatever it is that you want to call it, makes up less than 6% of it. The main use of it, 46%, jewelry, central banks, and all the good stuff, 23%. And then when it comes down to gold bars, 16%. So as you can see, what some people might view, precious metals might view as something similar, two very distinct differences. So when asking the question, is silver a good investment? The last thing that I want to quickly highlight is where we are right now, where we tend to be, and the previous pumps that we've had in the past before. Let me answer this question very directly. Is silver a good deal right now? No. Can silver be a good trade right now? Sure. If you're a momentum-based trader, as that is what silver is running off of. But as a long-term investor, if you are trying to park your money long-term in a good, valuable asset, no, not in an ETF form, not in a physical form, silver, it just does not make sense. It's like the same thing of when people tried to convince you, I feel like, a few months ago when BTC was trading at all-time highs at 126, again, when people need to convince you of their value, that should be a huge red flag of like, hey, we might be reaching overbought levels and due for a correction. Fast forward to today, crypto is down over 30%, and it's just the beginning. This is during a bull market. Now, what happens if we enter a bear market? Going into silver, there's no question that, again, it can continue to push up. It could even go up to $100 per ounce. And that is why, if, again, you're open to that risk, I'm always here to entertain that, as an American, you're able to invest in whatever it is that you see value in, but also understand the difference between an investment and a trade. As of right now, silver, especially recently, has been all momentum based. higher highs and higher lows, but eventually it will peak. And like we talked about it, its main use is industrial. And if demand does begin to slow down, if we do begin to enter a recession, then yes, silver will be more negatively impacted than gold because gold is cyclical. It tends to do the opposite. It actually goes up when there's uncertainty possibly in our economy. Silver is a very different metal as it has a very different use. Yes, it's had an amazing 2025. Yes, it's been a great investment for those that got in early, but please understand the difference from them and you. Why would you ever want to buy something where they bought it at $30 per share, but now you're nearly buying it at 3 times of their price? It just doesn't make sense unless you're a trader and you know how to get in and get out, make that money and bounce without needing to bag hold, or if it does begin to retrace, you know how to properly manage and mitigate your risk. This is not something where you really want to FOMO into, hoping that it's a good investment and then bag hold it all the way back down to $30 or $20 per ounce. Again, just my 2 cents. Looking at history and how hard silver tends to pump, but then of course always correct. This is why I wanted to make this video in hopes of you being more informed to make a more informed trade and investment decision. This is not to discourage you from trading silver because, like I said, no one can predict the future. Yes, it can possibly go to $100 per share or per ounce, my apologies. But does that make it a good investment? Well, no, because the downside risk is so much greater. You're telling me that from, $80 to $100, a $20 per ounce that you can possibly make, which is great, but what's your risk? Well, the risk is huge, right? If we retrace back to even just the levels that we were at earlier this year, that means that there could be a possible 60% retracement. And with simple risk to reward ratios, you would understand that it just wouldn't make sense. Gold is a better hedge against the uncertainty. Silver can make a good investment, but again, as of right now at these elevated levels, at least in my opinion, it just doesn't make sense. I hope that this video was direct enough for you to understand the reason that silver has been going up. It's a momentum-based play in my opinion right now, but once that hype fades, we all know that just like anything, it's like the rubber band effect. Eventually, when that rubber band snaps, it comes right back down to where it started, and you do not want to be left bag holding at elevated or overbought levels. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Again, my focus on this channel is just to inform beginners, so hopefully you can make more informed trade and investment decisions. I hope that I did my job here on this video. If you ever want to watch me trade live, again, I trade live every single morning right at market open, and that's going to be the second link in the description down below. We have a little discount link there for you. And again, we're excited to kick off 2026 with all of you. I appreciate you guys' time. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.